the Honorable Mia Moore-Motley, Prime Minister of Barbados, His Excellency Dr. Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Minister of Agriculture of Guyana, Zulfikar Ali, other delegates from Guyana, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Mr. Sabato Caesar, Minister of Agriculture and Food and Nutritional Security of Barbados, Mr. Indar Weir, Cabinet Ministers from Barbados, Peter Chase, President of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, CEO of the Barbados Agricultural Society, members of the press corps, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you here today. The World Food Programme, or WFP, has been supporting CARICOM to conduct critical research on food security here in the region. Today, we know that 39%, or 2.75 million people in the English-speaking Caribbean are food insecure. In other words, unable to satisfy their basic food needs. Loss of jobs and income and increasing costs are key factors leading to the current situation. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine will inevitably make the situation worse through further increases in costs for virtually everything that we buy here in Barbados and neighboring small island states. Russia and Ukraine provide 30% of global wheat exports, 20% of global maize exports, 73% of global sunflower oil exports, and 12% of global crude oil exports. At those levels, it really doesn't matter whether these are important sources of imports for Barbados or not. The knock-on effects of supply chain disruptions, increased fuel costs, increased prices for commodities, increased costs of fertilizers, and other issues will likely be felt hard here in Barbados and surrounding countries. The main causes of food insecurity are again, largely related to food access rather than availability. In other words, the high costs make it difficult for the poor and most vulnerable to sustain a healthy diet. So what do? Well, we need creative initiatives to increase demand for local foods and encourage healthy diets and combating non-communicable diseases and obesity, while also supporting local and sustainable agricultural production. National programs and initiatives such as Agrofest here in Barbados are critical to achieving this outcome. WFP is planning to further support communications and advocacy campaigns to help create greater demand for locally and regionally produced foods in order to increase the demand for traditional crops and help us get back to our roots in more ways than one. Employment in agriculture in the region has decreased in all countries in the Caribbean, with the exception of Suriname over the past 20 years. WFP fully supports the vision of the Prime Minister of Barbados, the President of Guyana, and other Caribbean leaders to increase production and reduce the food import bill for the region. WFP supports national governments to strengthen food systems, to increase access to affordable and nutritious food, while also building resilience in times of emergency. And this work includes equipping countries with adequate logistics infrastructure and capacity, and empowering smallholder farmers with enhanced access to markets. But we need to balance bigger investments with the individual efforts. The WFP and CARICOM surveys are also showing that more of us in Barbados are engaging in farming activities with backyard gardens and raising poultry. Agrofest is really also a great opportunity to help get more Bajans engaged in small-scale agriculture. Every little bit counts. Finally, data gathering across the region is critical to ensuring that supply is available when demand is highest. Farmers need to have access to information on which markets will want their products and at what time in order to facilitate their planning. We know that it's critical that there is access to good, nutritious, and affordable food for everyone. Now more than ever, before it is clear that we need urgent action to revitalize food production within the region with simplification of transportation and port handling across the islands, as well as the use of technology. But just as critical is a focus on youth in agriculture. WFP has also partnered with CARICOM to support initiatives to increase awareness of youth participation in agriculture. We need to start building that next generation of farmers and safeguarding food systems in the Caribbean for the future. So again, congratulations to the organizers for the return of this event. I look forward to taking in all the exhibits and learning a bit more about the fantastic work and innovations in the agricultural sector here in Barbados and in other countries. Thank you.